Going into this one, and they will. So, a little bit more standard this third and final time around.
Galio
out, just smashes lane outright. Something ranged, could be the Jax.
Oh! Ollie in the top lane, because it's not going to be Orianna. I mean, I suppose it could be, but I think Doran would be a lot more proficient on it.
The rest of this, stock standard. I mean, it's Carry a Bard. You know, it's Faker, Owner, Orianna, Nocturne. Doesn't get more standard than that. But the Doran, top lane Akali, I'm going to have to prove something here to us.
Definitely will have to. Feels like comfort. Yeah, no, that is Bard. For some reason, I thought that was Nautilus. We're being pulled through the map here. Pays is just fine. But
it looked really strange.
Yeah. A couple of heals being thrown either way. It's not the end of the world. Although Delight might... Oh, that was pretty close.
Guma looking for the fourth shot.
Yeah. Pressure is on. And Keria is going to be the one who does eat that shot, including the grenade on top of it all.
Trying to rush for level 2, and they will get it.
Yeah, another hook is going to come down. Pace still does not have a spell shield. And they're just being harassed out at level 1. I mean, Keria's backing already.
Yeah, I mean, imagine taking Kai'Sa here instead, you know what I mean? And unfortunately for T1, he'll be playing this one a little bit on the back foot. Pays, because he was able to flash that.
The summoners. And Zeka steps up to try to get a minion, and you know, a couple more could have done it, but he is able to
there with the dash. And this is happy to take a very aggressive lead in this lane. Let's see if he can get some damage done before he goes back for his own teleport. Akali in the early levels in this matchup will have to use the Shroud very well, as Doran is doing here.
Needing that extra sustain, and Zeus just trading it out, has his tunnel set up very nicely.
Here to look for a potential gank. Kanavi is going topside as well. Not going to commit, but see if maybe Delight can flash. Oh, Faker is not going to step up too far. Crisp setup of Faker.
He's definitely going to pull the trigger here. Zeus, or rather Zeka, easily able to dodge that one.
The, like, fine line they were walking as here comes Kanavi.
Oh, very nice spell shield. And Delight's down his flash now.
Can be difficult to outplay as the relatively immobile Sivir, so this is going to get really interesting. Is Keria?
He has Smite, and he's not going to be able to hit it, though. And now might just have to flash away from this one. Looks like he will, but a close call, actually, as Keria.
As Doran is 12-3. Don't really associate him with this pick, but...
Yeah, it's not his first rodeo. And, like, you know, Doran also... Oh, there's the combo, by the way. As you said, it was bot lane, but they go straight to mid and interrupt the dash. First blood.
Delight's also here. They see him. Nice sidestep.
Yeah, Faker's been really on point with his sidestepping tonight.
Mid to set up here with the Orianna Nocturne. Oldest trick in the book. And watch the Emperor's Divide. Spell shielded. Owner is able to secure the kill as a result. Might have forced a flash out of Faker if he wasn't. Not to mention the jungle advantage.
Kanavi has been such a menace trying to deal with this, but at the end of the day, Keria gets over, lands the stun, and Pays throws up an ult.
For that one, does end up backing away. As we just keep watching this matchup where Doran is having more and more fun, despite the hit here. But Delight is in trouble, and that's why this might actually force some reaction if he needed to come down here for this one. Let's see if they can set up the combo again with this Nocturne Orianna. Spell shield out.
Owner in a very awkward spot, but he's able to dodge quite a lot and survive. The whole team is in there. He has to go in. There's no combo with Faker just yet, holding on to that shockwave. As in goes Doran. Nice little knock up from Zeus, but it does look like T1 are still in a good position. Zeus has to get out as the flash went over the wall. Doran getting in there onto Kanavi, and should eventually be able to win this one, especially with the help from his team. And Doran just going to collect that kill. Nice little fight from T1, although it started with Owner kind of out of position.
Yeah, did not look great for him, but I mean, he has Spell Shield, and okay, Guma may have to flash.
Okay, they're going to drop an ult here, and it's going to allow them to do a decent amount of burst damage, but it's not like they're going to get the kill or anything like that.
No, but he wasn't, actually.
Faker taking a beating from all those soldiers, but he's able to calculate his way out of there.
We'll get the empowered recall home. So Owner is out of position, air quotes, but he has Spell Shield. Spell Shield's a knockup. Unfortunately, there's a whiff there from Delight. Then he uses Paranoia to buy space here. Faker is pretty late to the fight, so doesn't actually really get anything with Shockwave. But this Akali is just so difficult to lock down. The Paranoia bought a ton of space. Kanavi's on the wrong side of the fight because he went for the kill onto Owner, or tried to, right? And failed, so he couldn't really rejoin his teammates. And once again for Hanwha Life Esports, it's just a little bit too split up here. And not only does T1 win this fight, but they end up, now Doran is an even bigger threat in sides.
Zeus was like sometimes getting on top of Doran occasionally, but now with Gunblade, I just don't ever see it happening. All that attack speed, moving in as a unit, trying to take this blue buff away. And Kanavi, as you mentioned, he has not been shy about ganking, about engaging, and now he's just gonna die. Has the rest of his team behind him. Big Nautilus ultimate onto 2, and a 3-man scoop from Zeka, but does it matter? As Guma trying to do some damage on the backside, but doesn't have enough at this point in the game. As Faker getting pretty low, maybe able to take him out, but no, the shield comes down, and Faker just walks it off. Pace is going to be tagged. Actually, Keria gets in there, and Zeka somehow died up top as well.
Relatively close, but it's small advantage you get that allow you to just group up like this as T1 and be like, I'm taking everything, by the way. And what do you do as Hanwha Life Esports here? You try to look for the engage, get burst down. The Nautilus ult here is decent. The Zeka ultimate is phenomenal, but there's no damage. Guma in stasis because of the Bard isn't able to get that follow-up damage. He's probably super frustrated with how this fight went because he misses here as well. Faker speeds up, is able to get out of the ultimate. Keria comes down to block for Pays. Zeka is getting rushed down in the melee. He's sitting on a Nashor's too. He does not quite have the damage.
But guess who's also here? It is Owner. As Delight's here. It is going to be Delight, and Kanavi coming in from the jungle. There's the big sweep as everything being thrown at Faker, and they will get it done. But now Owner, pretty fed in his own right, able to take the 1 kill. And here comes Doran, the real threat on the team, as Zeus desperately trying to deal the damage into Owner. There's the ult forward, gonna try to get into the Rift Herald, not quite able to, but does summon it as Pays and Guma make their way over, but Guma already pretty low. And that's gonna force HLE back with the Rift Herald also pushing.
I mean, this is just not a win for Hanwha at all. They end up trading even, but the charge comes through. Sakali shows up, and they even get an additional plate on top of the charge. There's just no angle here. They're looking for Pays. Oh, just a bit too short.
I mean, that was never going to work out. It feels like HLE are clutching at straws as Doran trying to flash and take out Guma. Instead, he'll have a slice of Zeus and a slice of Guma. And on top of it all, takes out Kanavi, takes them all 3 down.
Next to Dragon in this fight as well. It looks like, okay, Delight's like, well, I got to make something of this. They set this up. The Emperor's Divide hits, but the follow-up is just not great. And again, Keria's here with the stasis to buy space against Kanavi in live, nearly.
Looks like Zeka killed Faker in live.
And then from here, you're like, okay, we got Owner, but we can't really do anything else here. Pays is here, he's full health, and they've got the Silver Wave clear. The charge comes through from Doran. And what happens here, it gets even crazier because they're like, maybe we can make something happen on the Pays. They overextend here. The turret is dead. As okay,
we're not even gonna get to see it because in the replay, there's more kills happening.
Look at his items.
And he's getting even more gold. Like you talked about getting incremental leads and how good teams are doing it. I mean, Zeka might just be dead. Dodge there. Even the Zhonya's to come out, and Doran never even got turret aggro. He's still just dancing around, and he's going to be able to dodge away from this one for Owner to come in and clean up, and he might as well, as that'll be the one. It looks like Delight has his flash for now. And T1, they were playing with their food in game 1, or rather 2, but now they're really playing with it, as at least Kanavi is able to get the shutdown, and that turret's somehow still alive, and Kanavi's still going to die.
Well, this game is looking pretty over, Valdez.
I think Faker just dies again, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's going right, except Faker keeps dying in the side lane.
It's okay, it's fine.
He might, yeah, actually, he does live. Okay.
Zeus can only sense. I'm open for the taking, T1. You guys have some prio. T1 like, now I like to kill the objectives that are controlled by players. As you mentioned, Doran is able to absorb, or rather avoid, turret aggro this entire time. Gets the backflip away. Keria shows up. The Nocturnal comes out. They re-engage onto Zeka. Doran just layers in damage after damage after damage. Rooted, but again, no turret aggro here. In live, they are taking the dragon. Finally, they're able to take Doran out. Paze is like, cool, but you have no turret. So I'll take the jungler who continues to send it, you know?
Uh-oh. Well, at least Zeus is here, and I think that should be enough to hinder Doran. Or maybe not. I don't know. It's a ton of damage, and he goes, gets the kill! And the Cataclysm kind of looks defensive, but it's not helping anyone.
Zeka has TP, but I don't know if he should use it. Maybe he should just, you know?
Yeah, Guma is extremely dead. Like, you cannot emphasize how dead he is more than that, as a nice shockwave comes in, gonna hit Zeka, and, well, yeah, Keria goes in for the kill, Delight goes down, and Zeus is very tanky, but not against this team, not when you're down 10,000 gold, and they really wanted to dive that, but...
A lot of confident plays from Hanwha, but some misjudging of these skirmishes, right? And it was in game 2 a similar situation, right? Like making that call to go in onto the Sylas, looking for that type of scrappy fight with Xin Zhao there as well. Really going on to the Xin Zhao more than the Sylas, even though they had the Ignite, as was pointed out by the desk. And then in this game, I mean, not this moment, because I mean, from here, like, there's literally nothing you can do. And Zeka gets shockwaved, he just TP'd in. Doran's on top of him, Keria gets the kill. But it's some of the early to mid-game fights where they tried to force it, and they
are our best teams.
You
can get a lot of plays in this one.
Yeah.
As not quite able to make the combo work that time around, but able to stasis the turret at least, and Owner still has his flash, so he's able to get away, and that might just be it. As Doran does insane damage with one tick of his ult, and he's still getting in there, has his Zhonya's now, gets another shuriken, and just dies. So at the end of the day, not the cleanest dive, but I don't think T1 care.
Well, I think that's the end of this push, though.
Is it? I mean, okay. Able to get over the wall. Paze able to block most of that. Is no,
no, Guma, no!
Guma!
No, no.
Just leave. Just clear the wave. Okay. Well, T1 still won the fight, I guess. Maybe. Oh, Keria's ganking him. Oh, no. Once the best of friends. Now enemies on the rift.
Look at Guma's face as well. That bought some time for some respawns. The inhibitor falls. I think if they had played a little bit more carefully, the game would probably have ended. But Hanwha Esports still, you know, maybe they take a pickaxe and start chiseling away at that 15,000 gold lead. Delight?
Okay. Well, he has done a good job of delaying the backs.
TP.
That's a nice little tunnel
from
there.
Zeus. I mean, he wants to maybe...
They haven't powered recalls, but yeah, I mean, the amount of damage that Paze does at this point in time is kind of insane, guys. Oh man, the stasis as well on the TP coming in, and the follow-up combo really just dunking on them now. This is not looking pretty.
It is.
You're a T1 fan, of course.
So funny to watch like a bruiser try to kill a Fed 80 carry in this meta. Like, I'm gonna kill him, and Paze just walks away backwards.
All those 3 times. Because there's a dragon sitting there saying, hey guys, that dragon, right over here.
Multiple dragons this game have kind of been trying to remind T1 that they exist. But T1 has eyes only for Baron and for Hanwha Esports players. This is just a very heavy set of wallets.
Yeah.
10-ton wallet.
10-ton wallet. The combo comes in. And Owner's alone, by the way, but it doesn't seem to matter. I mean, they just don't have any damage, and everything in the kitchen sink is thrown at Doran.
All right, now going 1 by 1.
Yeah.
Again, maybe Hanwha Esports can win 5v1 5 times.
Oh, they almost got through Faker's shield there.
Esports.
Well, that's going to be the engage once again. They find Guma, and he's got a target on his back. Down he goes to the Nocturne. And now, with a lot less tools to take down Doran, he can do whatever he wants. And the long-awaited end of the game is right before our eyes. Down will go the Nexus. This one only 28 minutes as T1 absolutely demolished HLE in game number 3. And it was not close at any point in time. As down it goes. T1 take the 2-1 tonight.
I mean, in game one, Paze was caught multiple times.